I'm going to show you how we add $50,000 in monthly recurring revenue inside your home care agency within 50 days or you don't pay me. And we do this without begging for hospital referrals or relying on lead aggregators or websites like A Place for Mom. Again, or you don't pay me. And so here's the reason why agencies are stuck or they're even losing clients is because they depend on random referrals, and because of that their census is unpredictable and they react inside of their business. So instead of a linear line up and to the right, what they have is what looks like a heartbeat monitor, a heart rate monitor. And they try things and they don't really know what's happening inside of their business. So here's how I started to look at it differently after working with a couple of our clients. Everyone in the industry promises good care, and everyone is an owner that cares. But what happens is when they have an unpredictable month, they become reactive, and because of that, their care quality drops, which now makes them a reactive owner with okay care, which leads to even more frequency in the unpredictable down months that they have, which leads to stress, which leads to further drop in the quality of care. And you can see how this just keeps going and going. And so we don't sell ads. We install a predictable admissions operating system for home care agencies. And what this does is it produces qualified booked assessments and agreements to care plans, and it closes the loop because we offer follow-up and sales representatives on your behalf that we manage and close your clients. And so the way that this works is a 5-step system. There are 5 pieces that we do and install inside of your agency. First, we get qualified appointments. Then we differentiate what you do with authority and content that we offer. And we do this through educational material and webinars. These are then contacted through our customer service representatives and sales teams. So you're not having to be involved in the process. If you need help, we'll install caregivers inside of your agency. This means that we're going to go out there, interview them. We're going to go out there, make sure they're qualified, meet your standards of excellence, and then we're going to basically present them for you to review. And of course, we have full transparency with what we do with our ROI dashboard, and you'll see how that works. So let's actually go through the different steps inside of this process and how this helps your agency grow predictably. First, we're going to launch some paid advertising. I know you hate the way that that sounds, at least some of you do, but the idea is that we're pulling this into a complete system that grows and improves over time. And the reason that this lead generation is effective is because we have multiple methods to get people's attention, and we differentiate you inside of the marketplace. We do this through booking phone calls to provide more information at the convenience of the potential clients. We do this through free educational material like ebooks and courses. And then twice a month, we host webinars on your behalf without your involvement, so we can have people responsive and engaging with your brand and your business in real time. We call these mass sign-up events. All these people who give us their information are then contacted multiple times, most frequently until they close, by our staff. And then if you actually need staffing, we handle that as well. And again, we find, qualify, interview, and present for review. And once we have the staffing, you're going to have complete transparency into everything we're doing with the CRM, with metrics that you'll be able to view in real time. And because we're tracking everything quantitatively, because we're actually building a system that grows and we're collecting information with each iteration, we're able to improve this over time and thus improve our results. So how do we deliver this? Well, we start by doing it for you. We generate appointments and we get potential clients to be actual clients by having them agree to care plans using our sales representatives that we manage and that we use to represent your business at the highest quality, the highest level. What we do there is we basically work with you to decide the capacity you can handle, and we decide what staffing you need and what we can help you acquire. And then sometimes we work together to deliver these assets if you want to be on camera and turn yourself into a local celebrity. And then finally, the last step is we follow up and close clients for you. And so this is actually the same exact system that has you watching this video right now. And if it works for you, it will work with people who have an even more pressing pain and a greater desire to help their loved ones. And we're just not going to take your money and bounce. You're going to be an active partner in this. We're going to have weekly one-on-one calls to review your progress and answer any questions. You're going to have 24/7 access to me and my team on Slack. We're going to create an ROI dashboard for transparency. And actually, every 3 months, we hold a 3-day intensive for our members to educate them on things like operations, just general marketing practices, and some things that I've developed, some skills that I've developed building my own business to, $1 million a year. So you're also going to be a part of this community. So how long does this take? First thing we do is we sign up on an onboarding call. And then we build a funnel together, and we do it by day 3. We'll review it together is what I meant. By day 7, you're going to have your first clients reaching out and engaging with our team. By day 14, we're going to have your first mass sign-up event. This is what we call our webinars. We're going to have multiple people engaging and asking for more information and care plans. And then by day 30, we can narrow in on that 3 to 6 new clients. And from here is where we really start to reach out to hospitals. And all we really need from you is access to your Facebook page. We're going to book an onboarding call, a kickoff call, and accept our Slack invite. And again, the way that this process works is we get leads, we educate them in prospects, and then we sell them on the phone, and then we present pricing and they sign on to what we're doing, to the care that you provide through us. What we're going to do is then we're going to introduce them to your team, and on a 3-way phone call with the client that's agreed to care, my representative, and a representative from your business, you're going to onboard them to how exactly care would start, and this is where you accept payment and process insurance. We don't deal with the money, you get all of it. And so you can see that I've been doing this for a couple of years. Actually, in other industries and verticals, I've been giving people $53,000 increases in revenue, $30,000 collected using this same exact system, as well as, you can see somebody making $10,000 transactions. And this goes on and on. I've helped freelancers, tattoo artists, marketing agencies, but I've also done this for home care over the past 2 years. You can see Danielle had an agency in Norfolk. We helped her get past that 5-patient mark where she was stuck using word of mouth and just referrals from her existing networks. That stopped and her business was actively going down. And over 60 days with this process, we were able to get her to 40 patients finally. This is kind of what ad spend looks like. Working with Anand and Priya, they were having difficulty actually growing. They had, a steady rate, but we were able to get them from 12 to 17. They worked with our consistency program, which basically means we scaled at the rate that they were comfortable with. And then we were able to get Miguel off of the ground and get him to a point where he had 15 patients for the first time. And again, I've been doing this for other private care agencies, home health agencies, and really the promise that we were able to fulfill with them is getting them consistency and stability inside of their business. So again, what does this include? It's the qualified appointment engine. It's the authority and differentiation through online education and webinars that we're hosting. Managed follow-ups and closing. We provide people who can pick up the phone for you and that sell people on the actual service. We do staffing if you need, and an ROI dashboard and weekly optimization. So this is just an overview of what's going on. If you're interested in getting more information, please attend one of our phone calls, book time with us, and we'd be happy to get you onboarded and get you started. Because again, we're going to break you free of this stagnation or downward cycle you're in within just the first 7 to 10 days of service. Thanks.